guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to talk about what to realistically expect after you start your lash journey, after you take your class, after you take your online course, whatever it is that you decide to, education wise, that you decide to start your journey off with. Let's talk about realistically what's going to happen after you take that lash class, okay? Okay, so what can we realistically expect for our lash business after we take the lash class, lash license, certification, like I said, whatever you are using to start your journey off? Let's talk about realistically what's going to happen after you get your license, certification, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? So realistically, you're going to have no clients, okay? Zero clients. I'm not throwing up blood. I'm not a gang member, okay? Zero clients, okay? Zero clients. Especially if you are not posting, not saying, you know, hey, I'm certified in lashes, I'm licensed in lashes, I can now start taking clients, okay? So you're gonna have zero clients. You're not gonna have people like, you know, like, oh my God, please, I want, unless you've been telling people that you are going to take a lash class or get certified or licensed to do lash extensions, then yeah, maybe you will have some people ready to hop in your chair right after your class. That's not always the case though, and a lot of people don't even tell people that they're gonna like learn lashes and start doing lash extensions. They just want to go take a class and then pop out and be like, hey, I'm here offering lashes. And people are like, what? I thought you were at Sonic. Like, what? What are you doing, you know? So if you are not telling people, which is something you should be doing, if you are in school, if you are currently, you know, taking an online class or even signed up for an in-person lash class, you should definitely be telling people that you are going to start offering lash services. That way these people can be looking out and start, you know, already start getting interested, especially if you have friends, sisters, moms, cousins, whatever the case may be. If you have people around you who you can, your service is going to benefit them, then make sure and definitely start telling people, okay? That way you can start to have some practice right after class. If you have taken a class or anything like that, you know that hands-on practice after class, after school, anything like that is so helpful for you and your journey. Let's say you have no clients, you have no friends, you have no one, okay? You're by yourself doing this thing, okay? That's okay. This is what mannequins are made for. They're made for practice. They're made for, that way you can get your hands-on experience if someone is not willing to jump in your chair, okay? So realistically, no clients, okay? Second thing is, I see so many students wanting to jump in and just go straight into a salon, thinking that a salon is going to give you the clients you need, the experience you need, all of those things. So the reason why I tell students to not jump straight into a salon environment is because realistically, you can't even pay your rent. How are you going to go into a salon and you can't pay your rent? If you have no clients, you can't pay your rent, okay? You should not be going into a salon unless you can make your rent in a day or 2 days. You shouldn't be going into a salon environment, okay? Booth rent, even, so let me not get on commission just yet, but booth rent can get very expensive, okay? Whenever I first started, I couldn't afford booth rent. I was lucky enough to have, you know, family members in the industry who had a space, let me work out of their space. Of course, I paid for my time. Don't ever think that I'm a person who's just gonna take something for free. I threw the trash. I had my mans cleaning windows. I swept and mopped in that place. You know, bought waters, bought snacks, did what I could when I could. I never just like was like, okay, like I don't have to pay rent, so I'm just not gonna pay anything. No, that's not how it was, okay? But the point of the matter is, after I was able to afford rent, I automatically went and started paying $175 a week for a room. And I was able to do it, but I felt like I had to take so many clients. My prices weren't what I wanted them to be. I actually had a like sheet. I just had a spiral, and I would write out how many new clients I took in the week, how many appointments I had, and my total sales for the week. And when I first started, y'all, I was doing about like 30 clients in a week and only making $700 to $800 per week. That's crazy, and I know to a lot of y'all that may sound, especially if you're like new or aspiring lash artist, that's like, oh my god, that's a lot, like I make more than that and I'm making my job, sort of thing. And yeah, it was good money. I was still making good money, but I was working really hard for that money. And I mean, if you do 30 clients divided by 5 days that I was working, it's like 5 to 7 clients a day. It was ridiculous. I was burnt out, my back hurt, and I honestly really started to hate lashing. Like it became more of a like, it really started feeling more like a job and not so much something that like I wanted to be doing. And so I had to take a step back and realize like, okay, this isn't what I want. I need to like go and invest in a class. That way I can be offering some different sets, some new things, so that way I don't have to like just do classic sets and just be charging $50 for classic sets. Okay, so yeah, having no clients, trying to jump into a salon right out of school and things of that nature, just don't, I don't recommend it. Okay, to each their own though. I know we all have a journey and we all have to figure things out the way we need to, but that's just my recommendation. Okay, next thing is, like I said, working for commission. So you're out of school, out of the lash class, whatever is going on, you just learned and took precious time to build up a skill and try to create this art, if so. Okay, please don't go work for someone else. If that's the case, stay at your job. Stay at your job. Don't become a lash artist to go work for someone else and get paid commission. Like, what? Like, that don't make no sense. and you know what? I've actually been a private lash artist who has had lash lounges, places that they're hitting me up like, girl, what are you telling these girls? Like, because it's bad for my business. And I'm like, it's good for my business. So bitch, bye. Okay, like, it's good for my business because I'm over here really telling women, like, become a lash artist and also like work from a private space. You don't have to go work in a salon. You don't have to go work in a lash lounge. Like, the whole point of getting lashes is to enjoy a private luxury experience. I don't know about you, but whenever I go get my lashes done, I don't want to be hearing what Katie and Annie and Beverly did this weekend. I don't give a shit. I want to go and lay down and relax and get my lashes done, listen to some music, chill out. That's my vibe that I like. So that's what I try to look for in a lash artist. I would never go and lay down at one of these places that has like 10 to 20 beds in it. It's like, who wants to lay down with your eyes closed, shut, hearing noise from over here, hearing noise from over here? Like, I can't do it. My anxiety will just peak and I will be like, girl, I gotta go. I gotta go. So that's just how I feel about commission places too. And like, it's so messed up because you work so hard to create a set, and for someone to say, oh, I'm gonna pay you $20 for that set you just did, even though they're paying me $200, like, that don't make sense at all. So I don't really know how they're getting these artists in these places. I really think it's people who don't care about the lash industry and don't care about like their name, because those are the type of people that work at those places. Like, they're not trying to create anything for themselves. They're not, so if that's something you want to do and you're like, I want to do lashes, but I don't want to have my own space, I don't want to charge people, I don't want to have to deal with people, then okay, yeah, maybe that's why the lash lounges were invented or created. I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. It's just me though. So yeah, 0 clients, jumping into a salon, jumping into a commission-based space of that sort is what usually happens after people take a lash class, anything like that, okay? Also too, so I'm gonna share something. I'm not gonna say the school because that's just not my vibe, but this week I had an instructor from a actually they're just a cosmetology school. So they offer a lash extension specialty license, cosmetology, esthetician. This instructor reached out to me, and she told me that I guess this school had 2 instructors previous, so the instructor reached out. She's part of the lash extension specialty license, the lash extension specialty license, and she reached out to me and she was like, girl, I just had 2 instructors walk out on me this past couple of weeks. I'm here just so that way the girls can get their hours, but they have a state TDLR test, to get their practical and written exam done. She's like, and I don't know anything at all. Can you please help? I was like, at first I read the message and I was just like, ah! What? You're telling me that these girls have already paid for schooling to get their license, to get licensed to do eyelash extensions, just eyelash extensions, because it's an eyelash extension specialty license. You're telling me that these girls have already paid their money to learn, basically, because if you're in school, and if you're watching this and you're in school, cosmetology school, esthetician school, whatever, y'all know that you don't learn shit in school. All school is to get your hours and to pass that written and board exam at the end of the month. Or at the end of your hours. That's it, okay? School's not going to teach you how to get clients, how to post for your business, how to run ads, how to find clients that are for you. And it's so crazy because it's like you're spending all this money for school and they're not even telling you the basics of what you need. So I was dumbfounded. I was like, oh my God, is this really going on? Is this instructor really reaching out to me? And yes, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I have my license to, do everything. They also got rid of the instructor's license, so as long as you're a cosmetologist or esthetician, I think you can teach, you can train, you can, show people your craft and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, y'all, it just amazed me that there's students, people like you that are in school trying to learn everything, and there's people that are literally ripping you off. So yeah, ideally you're not gonna have a lot of clients when you first start. Ideally you're not gonna have money to pay your booth rent, but ideally you should be working with someone who is going to put you in a good direction after class, after school, wherever you're, like I said, wherever you're choosing to learn from. You should be finding someone who can help you get you started off in a right direction, not only learning lashes but also the business end. Okay, this is something that I stress a lot because it's really important, because how can you have a successful lash business if you don't even know how to run a business? Okay, if you just know how to do lashes, that's fine, but that's all you're going to be able to know how to do is just lashes. No one's going to tell you, this is how you do your taxes, and this is how you save receipts, and you need a business bank account, and you need this and you need that. Okay, I have a full plan for my students, start to finish, when they start my 12-week mentoring program. That way they are set to go, not only learning lash extensions, but also learning the business end that allows them to grow and create a thriving lash business, okay? If this is your goal, then I really recommend you reaching out. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. If you have questions just about your journey in general, and also to how to start afterwards, if you have a specific question that you think I can make with the video and help you, please leave the comment below and let's talk about it. I am a 5-year lash extension artist. Like I said, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, but I have been in the industry for 5 years already. And within that 5 years, I have learned a lot because I have been through a lot, and I've also put myself through a lot. So I know exactly what someone needs to have a running successful business, and I also know what can stop you from having a successful, thriving lash business. So this was just a little tutorial kind of, video on what to expect realistically after starting your business, and also what should you be looking for after you have your license, your certification, take the class, look for your next step, and to get you into the industry a little bit more if that's what you are looking to do. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining in for the video. I hope it was helpful. If you have questions, comments, leave them below. Make sure and follow me on Instagram. It's under She's High Maintenance. She's_high maintenance. I will leave everything in the description below. Facebook, I'm High Maintenance. TikTok, HM Lash Babe. I will leave everything in there. Tons of tutorials, guys. Just everything to help you start your lash journey and grow a successful lash business. So, see you guys later. Happy Saturday, and I will be back soon with more tutorials. Okay, bye y'all.